Hello everyone, it's me, Banoffee Pie, here again. And I've got another review. Um, this one was asked especially by a good friend of mine on social media, and that is David slash Thomas. He's asked me to review his story, his PowerPoint movie called The Devil Engine triology. I've watched a bit of it, and I must say, his way of doing his story is quite decent, quite good. He's got some headcanons of Thomas having a brother or a sister. If you look on video on his PowerPoint playlist, you'll see in the playlist of the Devil Engine stories. That's the story. Um, yeah. Um, um, he. It's the story is about some about two engines becoming a couple and getting married, having a wedding. However, it is interrupted because Thomas thinks that I don't remember the engine's name. Oh, Rebecca, which is an original character, not the official Thomas of Friends character, an original character by David slash Thomas. Yeah, Rebecca is getting married to another engine called Eric. However, Thomas interrupts them and um, and thinks Rebecca is evil. However, he doesn't know that the real Rebecca is trapped somewhere else, but he's right. However, the engines, Eric and the Fat Controller and the engines don't believe him, and yeah, they leave Thomas to go somewhere into a mine while he's being surrounded by the evil Rebecca. When he when he finds Rebecca in the mine, the real Rebecca, he also meets up with Lady, the Golden Engine. Yeah, and then the the trio are going to stop the wedding because sorry about that. There was a bit of noise, but it's fine. Because the fake Rebecca is getting married to Eric, while the engines are oblivious. However, the fake Rebecca turns out to be Lily, the evil engine, which is an original character and supposed to be Lady's evil twin. Yeah. When they do manage, and they meet more magical engines, uh, Orion and another engine, but I forgot the name. However, there are what during the movie I don't remember what happens, but yeah, it's quite a good story, to be honest. David slash Tom, because it's a PowerPoint video. David slash Thomas does all the voices for his characters, and I must say his voice acting skills are really incredible. Um, it, I'm pretty sure you see what I'm saying, but it feels like I am stating the plot about another same concept for another show called My Little Pony, which is for the episode A Canterlot Wedding, season 2. Yeah. I've said it a lots of times, but I'll say it again. I'm not a brony. I've seen some episodes of My Little Pony, I just consider myself a casual fan, not a brony. Anyway, yeah. I just want to point out something about My Little Pony: A Canterlot Wedding, and it's something that a bit kind of doesn't take. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't think anyone has realized this, but I'll say it. The plot of A Canterlot Wedding is a bit similar to Disney's The Little Mermaid. Basically, Ariel falls in love with Eric, who's a human. Yeah, and when they're about to get married, Ursula is into marry Eric, while in disguised as Vanessa. This is kind of a and luckily the people no animals crash Ariel's friends crash the wedding. Yeah, it's a bit kind of the same concept as in A Canterlot Wedding in My Little Pony. For example, when Shining Armor doesn't know that he's marrying Queen Chrysalis because he's under a spell, just like how Prince Eric was under Ursula's spell. So yeah, it's a bit sad when they get the same concept that was already made, like Disney, a bit the TV trope. It's not really my liking. Yeah, I know it's a bit inspired, but yeah. Getting back onto the Devil Engine trilogy, there's also some references to other Disney movies. For example, there's a chase scene, and yeah, the chase scene is a bit similar to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when the Seven Dwarfs chase the evil queen dressed as the witch, which I'm sure you all know. I'm pretty sure you've all seen the movie. Yeah, not referencing Snow White the live action movie. Pfft. Yeah, the Disney animated one is far better. Yeah. Yeah. What I also noticed is that Diesel 10 is actually good and friends with Thomas and his friends with Lady. This is something I like. I know it's people prefer the evil version of Diesel 10, but I prefer the Calling Engines version of Diesel, or even the reformed in Day of the Diesels. Fair enough. It's your opinion if you like the evil version of Diesel. No hard feelings. Yeah. Still, anyway, all in all, David slash Thomas's series of the Devil Engine is quite a good movie to watch. Of course, it's on PowerPoint, but yeah, I recommend it. Okay, hope you've enjoyed me telling the story and reviewing it, and I'll see you next time.